To all the Aquarians, and welcome to your yearly horoscope of 2013. Welcome, and let's have a look for what the planets are doing, and especially the planets as from Jupiter until Pluto, what they are doing for Aquarius, what areas of life are highlighted during the year of 2013. Well, first of all, for everybody, there is still the Uranus-Pluto square, and secondly, Jupiter is going to trigger that Pluto-Uranus square. It's going to oppose Pluto and square up to Uranus, and we will all feel that, and it will have to do with expansion in some sort of way to fulfill ourselves, and something that we have been wanting for a long time. So it's a challenging aspect, but it can bring a lot of new stuff into our lives that we've been wanting for a long time. So let's have a look what this means for Aquarians. So the Pluto-Uranus square is for the rest of the year still Pluto in your 12th house and Uranus in your 3rd house. So it means that the way that you communicate with Uranus in that 3rd house, the way of communication, is really showing that there is total shift and there is a total need for more freedom in your speech and more freedom in the way you think. You really want to unchain yourself when it considers that area of life. Also the 12th house, where Pluto is. 12th house is about our blind spots, and it's certain that a lot of Aquarians are really spotting their blind spots now because of Pluto. They're a bit afraid of it, but they face it anyway. They can't escape from it because Pluto is a planet that we can't escape from. So a lot of that is coming onto the surface, and a lot of that has to do with the way that you think and the way that you probably are going to change. So it's about the way that you think that you're going to change, and it's also about the way that you don't know yourself. And we all have blind spots, but it's nice for you to be aware of them and to know yourself better when it considers those hidden sides of ourselves. So that is on the background, and will be triggered by Jupiter, as I said, in your 6th house. Now Jupiter has been in your 5th house for most of last year, and also for the first part of 2013 it will be there. Now until the 27th of June. So the first part of 2013 still is expansive energy around 5th house stuff. And 5th house is a nice house, as I probably mentioned earlier in the monthly horoscopes. It's finding meaning in pleasure, finding meaning in creativity, finding meaning in children, finding meaning in romance, all of that. And that has been for, especially when you have a Aquarius ascendant, that has been quite an expansive area of your life. And also with Jupiter in there, it could be the case that you wanted to start a new hobby or a new project that was very much more creative for you, and that is good. So after the 27th of June, it shifts into your 6th house, which is the house of work, day-to-day work, which is a house of routine, which is a house of the things that we do day to day, just to keep ourselves grounded and to have a life on planet Earth. So it's also our health, our trying to take care of that. You know, brushing your teeth every day is a 6th house activity. So with Jupiter shifting into that house and shifting in its exaltation, because Jupiter really likes it in Cancer, it shows that you are going to have more work, more activities that have to do with your day-to-day routine. So maybe you're going to get busier, but it's not a stressful time. You will like the opportunities. If you are someone who hasn't got a job, it's a great opportunity after June to apply for a job, because Jupiter expands the houses that it transits, and it's a house of the day-to-day job, so it's nice. If you want to change a job or a promotion or whatever, could also be the case that it is possible. Having good and optimistic and pleasant contacts with on work, at work, I mean, could be the case, and giving it way more meaning to you as a person. So this Jupiter around, especially around July and August, is going to oppose Pluto in your 12th house and squaring up to Uranus in the 3rd in Aries. So that means that the two ingredients of Jupiter and Pluto are really nice ingredients. Pluto is about transformation, is about change on a deep level, and is about fulfilling the potential. And Jupiter is actually expanding that. That shows that it really wants you to become who you really need to become very true and authentic. And it's in the areas of work and health, good mental health, good physical health. So for a lot of Aquarians, you will focus on that. It's almost saying that if you are going to work hard on your, on exercises or sports or something to do with your physical health, that will do you good on your psychological health, and the other way around. So digging deep into the stuff, the 12th house stuff, what is unconscious, to become conscious of that is also very good for you. So it's a circle of mental and physical health that is important, and it is going to be a focus for Aquarians, especially if you've got an ascendant in Aquarius, so that is good. Now, what else? Saturn is in Scorpio for the whole year, and that's in your 10th house. That could mean several things. Saturn is the planet of discipline, and it's a serious planet, so it could mean for people who have been working very hard on their career for years and years, that now there is a culmination with Saturn in there in Scorpio, that you are really going to have your responsibility and carry that and be able to be very responsible. Saturn is very beautifully working with Pluto during the most of the year, especially January, February, March and September. They're sextiling each other. So Pluto, the transformation, and Saturn, the discipline, so the hard work, it pays off in your 10th house. So that's one thing. If you're out of a job, or if you're in a job, let's put it this way, if you're in a job you don't really like, it could mean that it breaks down and that it is good for you. I mean, your work, that you are really going to understand what you really want work-wise. Or if you're not working, it's your social status, is how other people see you, and it will be other people will notice you as a Saturn person, as someone who's serious and who's responsible. Then what else? Neptune is in your 2nd house, at the beginning of your 2nd house, and for the whole year. Could mean several things as well. It could mean that 2nd house is our financial status, and it is our financial situation. It could mean that it's a bit more flu and it's more insecure, but therefore not bad, but a bit more insecure. So I think for a lot of people that would be the case, not only for Aquarians, but considering the collective, what we're in at the moment and the economical situation. It doesn't mean to say it's bad. It can mean that you are being less attracted to really the material world. Could mean that as well. Now that is for all the planets. Now something else I'm going to mention is the solar eclipses. Why do I do that? Because the Sun is ruler of your 7th house, so that is connections and your one-to-one relationship with the significant other or with business partners. And this is happening on the 10th of May, the solar eclipse. So that is the Sun, the ruler of your 7th house, is conjuncting the Moon, so a new beginning. And it's in the area of your life that has to do with your home, and that has to do with your core. So it could be the case that maybe you're going to move. Your loved one is going to move towards, you know, they're going to move in, or you are going to move in by them, with them, or something of that sort. It could also be the case that around the 3rd of November, which is another solar eclipse, so another Sun and Moon conjunction in Scorpio at 11 degrees, that is again that 10th house of yours, where Saturn is. So around that time, there's a new beginning, a possible new beginning for a work and again that social status. So a lot of emphasis on work actually, and for relationship wise, I don't see the really dramatic things that could be going on, but of course this is a general horoscope that we're doing for Aquarians. I think that Aquarians really need to they will really have a focus to friendship in relationships as well, and that is good. So if you are single and you really don't want to be single anymore, there's a good chance that you're going to meet someone younger in the area of life that has to do with friends and have to do with recreation. So especially the first 5 months, 6 months of the year. So thank you for listening, Aquarians. I wish you all the best for 2013 and see you soon. Bye bye.